house so loud, 3 boys running around. A baby girl so sweet, life's a hectic beat. Welcome back to our lovely chaos.
This is our lovely chaos.
Oh, disclaimer. I'm a little ronca. How do you say that in English?
Well,
my voice is raspy. Oh, raspy. Duh.
Raspy.
So if I sound different, it's still Nathalie. It's just, I don't know, guys. I caught something. Because I don't feel sick. I feel more.
She's laughing because she has one of those.
I have one of the masks, these like Korean masks that are magical. Because guess what, guys? Tomorrow is my graduation. So obviously I'm prepping my skin for tomorrow. But anyways, that's besides the point. So yes, I've been told I talk a lot. I go off subject. But guess what? This is what this podcast is all about. No filter. We're not scripture around here. We just talk.
No scripts.
About real life and what we talk, me and Eric, on a daily basis. And
it's true. We actually have these type of conversations, like just driving.
Like we talk a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I talk a lot.
Well, we do talk. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I talk a lot, and he just
talk more than I do.
Yeah, and he kind of just, humors me, but also, goes with the flow. But anyways, so today's topic, guys, is
mindset
or parenting, or what we called it too, hustling while parenting. So like, how do we come up with this idea? It's very easy. We've been hustling for a while now. Yeah. And in order for us to
we weren't always like this.
No, we weren't. We had the intentions of hustling.
We knew the theory behind it. Mm-hmm. But obviously you're so accustomed to typical 9 to 5.
There's nothing wrong with that, guys.
There's nothing wrong with it at all. But obviously, what would you prefer? I mean,
freedom,
or a lot of people do like the steady paycheck, though. Yeah,
that's obviously what I'm saying. It just depends on your perspective. But this podcast is about personal growth. So this is for the people that are tired of maybe working for a 9 to 5
mediocrity,
or what was the other word? Not pursuing or being tired of being in the place, because you can literally still find a 9 to 5 but love your job, right?
If you love your job, because obviously, I mean, like I said, I used to work in the mental health, which is another episode that we're working on. And so there's therapists that really love helping people, helping kids, helping other adults, just the therapeutic aspect of it. And obviously, I mean, there's those that could do the 9 to 5, or you could do your own practice. Obviously, the money's at where your private practice, but but yeah, I mean, it just depends how you better love your job if you're gonna do it, for what you're getting paid.
So I think it was, how did we get into the mindset of hustling, personal growth in the aspect while still being a parent, right? Because you do want to have that steady paycheck, and how do you go from that, and not think like, well, I have to make sure money's coming in, and I can't just follow my dreams, or I can't just like go for it and drop everything and and
which is crazy,
put my kids and my wife in a room.
That's actually what we did.
And that's actually what we did, guys. Because we wanted something better, right? But the point to this podcast is like, how did we change that mindset? And I think how I changed that mindset was when I came to the conclusion that I wanted for my kids to look up to me and be like, wow, my mom is a badass. Like, in the sense that, I was doing what I loved. I was happy while doing what I loved, but also that they admire me. Like, I wanted my kids to look up to me and admire me beyond, like, what I could even explain. And by that, like, I know a lot of obviously kids look up to their parents, and maybe you're a lawyer, maybe you're a doctor, maybe you do something, you're an architect, you do something in, I don't know, you work for a nonprofit organization, whatever it is, right? You're always looking for your kids to look up to you. In my eyes, I wanted my kids to look up to me and be like, my mom didn't stop because of us, right? She pursued what she wanted. She pursued her happiness. She kept going. And wow, like, that's motivation for me to never stop dreaming, for me never to stop hustling. So I think that was like where I changed my mindset, right? And then after I found my purpose in a sense, then I found me. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I found my purpose. Obviously my biggest purpose is being a mom, being a wife, and even a bigger one, serving God. But my purpose here, what was my plan? Why had God put me on this earth besides being a mom? And I knew I had something. Like, my heart was telling me, my gut was telling me, you know. And so I decided, hey, I want to hustle because I know there's something greater out for me out there. And I'm destined for greatness. Like, I am the daughter of a king, and I'm, you know, ready for what God has to give me.
Yeah.
So how did you change your mindset?
Well, my mindset was obviously like when I was at the 9 to 5 and stuff. It's like I would be out almost all day, get home, and you know, I was like, I want more than this. I want to be able to be with my wife and my kids for longer. And well,
and not only like that, I think you went to school. Well, yeah, sorry that I'm talking, I mean, for you, right?
But you have a degree, but it's like,
no, but what I'm saying is, like, you went to school, and
I'm working on my second one. So
yeah, and he's working on his second one. Yay! So you went to school, and I think your parents, they taught you one thing that I do agree with them, and that's like, you didn't go to school just to be a regular person, right?
Yeah.
I think, like, overall, your parents did say, hey, Eric, you're gonna go to college and do something with it. Do with something. Obviously, they probably wanted you to become a lawyer or a doctor, like, you know.
Yeah, that was my original plan, but let's be honest, I messed around too much, and that didn't happen. Yeah.
Well, God had other plans for you,
and then I got you pregnant, obviously, so like,
damn,
I couldn't
just throw me under the bus.
I was not throwing you under the bus. I threw myself under the bus.
That's true.
You know,
it
was my doing. You didn't say, "Hey, put baby in me," right?
No.
Well, kinda. I'm just kidding.
No, not like that. Don't get weird ideas.
I know. Well, the point is, the reason why my mindset changed. I mean, obviously, you've been talking about how you've been wanting to get your own purpose and, you know, work in your career. But mine's actually kind of the opposite. It was it's not the opposite. Okay, it's the opposite of what you're trying to do. Yeah, kind of thing. I wanted to be able to say, hey, baby, like, you don't have to work. Stay asleep, you know, do whatever you want.
Yes.
You know. And during that time, it was just not happening because we were both working. Obviously, I mean,
hustling still, but in a different mindset.
Well, just technically, yeah.
Yeah, it was in a different mindset.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
but we were still hustling because I was still working.
Well, not technically. I mean, technically, we were just working. That we were hustling, we weren't. If we were really hustling, then we would be working and then still trying to do.
That's true. Like other stuff on the side. Yeah, you're right. I'll agree on that one.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you.
So then I was like, you know what? I have to do something better. So obviously, that's when I was like, I looked into becoming a notary, and then I just straight jump shipped, obviously, and
with no knowledge.
It was a step forward, but at the same time, we took steps back
with our family
because we moved into my parents' house, and we were crammed up in, you know, just one little room.
I don't know how we did it.
Yeah, that was intense. But hey, it gave us a lot more freedom to be able to work on what we were working on. In that case, was, you know,
and I think what we
starting
learned,
and then expanding this notary business, which has been really paying off. Yeah, because it's been 5 years now, or this is the 5th year, and it is starting ahora sí to like really
bring frutos
and expand and explode.
Yeah. So. And like I think also what moving into your parents taught us, now that I think about it, right, like they say God knows the plan and God teaches you, like being at your parents taught us to ask for help. Unintentionally, like we had to ask them, hey,
and if you guys must know something, I am the worst person to ask for help. I'm sorry, I'm the worst person to
want to ask for help.
There we go. To want to ask for help. Obviously, if people ask for my help, I help 100%.
But him ask for help.
But me ask for other people's help is
it's like game
really,
over.
really, really difficult.
It's like when like Mario, you go into that cave and like he's trying to jump the fire through like the, what is it called?
The pipe.
No, the fire. Oh my god, is at the tip of my tongue. Bowser Castle.
Oh.
He literally would just fall. Like he could probably like ask for help, like by getting a start. No, he's just like, I'm just no.
What?
I don't know. It played better in my head. Anyways,
I'm sorry, baby. That didn't correlate at all.
Okay, well, because you say life is a video game and we have levels.
Well, yes, but you were talking about asking for help, and then you went to a different.
Okay. Anyways, so in my case, I think that that helped us, to learn to ask for help, to also not feel ashamed of the process we were going through, because a lot of the times we're ashamed to let others see our process, like. And like we had 3 kids and I came out pregnant, Jesus Christ. Like, why would I do that? Well, I mean, I knew what I was doing, but like, why?
Well, remember, I mean, you didn't have yeah.
So anyways, so in that sense, we learned to be, okay, the world is seeing us for, obviously we're probably being judged, we're being criticized, because they're like, how do they go from having this steady, life, of having it all basically in like quotations.
Yeah, like obviously our parents didn't tell us directly, but
we could sense it. We can sense it. We could sense it
obviously,
from people.
And it wasn't in a negative way, but it was just like what's
we can sense
on?
It from people wondering, what are you guys doing now? And it's not because we couldn't afford it in its entities, because we were working on our mindset in order to get to that point where we weren't making the same mistakes again, of not being able to hustle, of not being able to chase what we wanted to grow, our mindsets, our bank accounts, everything in its order like that. And our faith, like I think our faith, that's where like I put my God in trust, and I was like, God,
I trust in God. I'm
here for a reason. I will not let the outside voices like torment me, and I would not allow that define me in this moment, because this moment is something you're putting me at what is it, like, to the test. You're putting me to the test to see if I'm willing to stay faithful, even in the maybe darkest moments, in the moments where maybe it felt like, oh, like your life is going backwards instead of forward. But I was always, no, God has a plan. God knows what he's doing. And so, my mind started growing stronger. Like I said, little habits, that we started, changing our atmosphere, changing how we treated, our daily lives, what we ate, how we went about our days, not bringing negative thoughts into our daily routine, into our daily thoughts, and always going with prayer, like I said. So that hustle has taught us to be parents. Like, I feel like I'm a better parent today than I was a few years ago. Why? Because a few years ago, I didn't know who I was. I couldn't tell my kid, be this, be that, when I didn't even know who I was. I was still raising myself. I was still finding, my purpose. How can I tell an 11-year-old, oh, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to do?
He was.
Oh, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
which an 8-year-old probably didn't know much by then. But
still, I mean, you have like at least a sense to try to tell him and
yeah, but how can I do that when I wasn't even being the example? You know?
Yeah.
And that's when, like I said, the hustle had a different definition for me in that moment. And I think for you, it started to too. And I'm not trying to, like, you know, what is it called? Say that I started it all. But me going back to school, I was one that said I would never go back to school. As long as I lived. I
said I would never. Well, I always said I would never go get my master's.
Yeah. Which, basically, at this point...
Oh, this isn't a master's. It's just another BA.
But...
Actually, BS.
BS.
Bachelor of Science.
But at this point, you might as well go for your master's. Education is sexy, guys. But anyways, like I was saying, I didn't think I was built for this. I didn't think that education was something that I was made for. And the fact that I am so proud, I'm not embarrassed to say that I'm graduating as summa cum laude from
highest of honors.
Like that, to me.
And it was sad though, because she's always like, I'm not that smart. I'm like, girl,
and like
you are super smart. That you don't have confidence in that because for some reason growing up, you didn't. People around you.
Yeah.
And sadly, you know, her own parents didn't really like. Unfortunately, sadly, baby, like they don't.
No, I know, and it's okay.
It's sad.
But I've learned, because they'll come and be like, "Oh, have my yerno do it," because what if you do it wrong? And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, I'm the one that does everything. Oh, I don't do the one. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm smart enough.
Yeah, she's very capable.
So they still doubt me, which is okay. You know?
It's not, but I mean, you're just used to it.
It's not, but what I'm saying, it's okay in my case now because I know my worth and I know that it's okay. And don't get me wrong, I will tell them, like, hey, I'm smarter than you, than the credit you give me. Yeah. Like, give me my credit, you know? And sometimes, like, they'll be like, no, pero es que esto lo hizo mi yerno. And I'm like, no, you didn't. This was me. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. Like, your daughter's freaking smart. So, to my point, sometimes we let others define who we are.
Yeah.
What we're capable of. And so much more that it ruins us. It ruins our future. It ruins who we are. It ruins what we're destined and who we were meant to be on this world. So never ever stop thinking that you are destined for greatness. No matter what. Like, no matter if, like, you're the worst at any subject. Like, I'm the best at all subjects now. Why? Because I found something. You know how they say, right? That kids learn best when you teach them in their subject. Like, they become genius. If they're genius in math, like, that's their forte.
Yeah.
Like, feed that. Fuel that. Water that. Same things with adults. Like, stop thinking that just because you grew up.
Find your gift.
Yeah, just stop thinking just because you grew up that you know it all. Because no, you don't. Like,
no, you don't.
You're still learning. Every day is a learning experience. Every day you learn something new. And being able to, like I said, go back to school, understand the power that I had in myself, and that I might not be the smartest, and I don't want to say not be the smartest, but maybe I don't know how to pronounce some things. Maybe I don't know some things, which is okay because I'm still learning and I'm going to continue to learn. But the more I continue to tell myself I don't know it all, the more powerful I become, because guess what? I don't stop learning. I keep going and I learn more and I become more educated, and I know more than the person that thought that knew it all, because they sat there and said, well, I know it all. I don't want to be that person. And that's when my mindset of hustling started, because I just didn't want to, like, you know, make millions and not know what more there's out there, you know. Like, obviously we all want to make bank, right? But educating yourself and changing that mindset of thinking that you can't, you know, do more just because maybe, you know, life gets in the way. Parenting, marriage. Don't get me wrong, like, you guys have heard our podcast, our previous episodes. It hasn't always been easy for us, you know. And there's been hard times for us. And that didn't stop us. But this was our secret to getting where we're at today.
Yeah.
And where we're going. And I know that our lovely chaos is a success. It's already a success, you know, because I see it. And so that came from our mindset, us believing that, you know, we were capable of doing this and so much more. You know? So, and I think you're there now too, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, and obviously without Eric believing that he could hold the fort down, support this family while his wife, you know, went to school, was having a baby, was doing internships, was getting the knowledge she needed.
And now she's graduating.
And now I'm graduating, and now it's, you know, I have to enter the real world.
It's go time.
It's go time, but I love it.
She's been doing a bunch of events, like, man. If she gets back and tells me, like, all the people she's met or everything she's been doing, I'm like, yeah, dang it, like, if you only I could have been there and gone with you, you know what I mean?
And you will.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know I will. Yeah. It's just like, when the ones you've been going to, it's just like, man, like, wow. Yeah. Like, she just got home from one today, and she said the party was barely started.
Yeah, when I left. But I was like, guess what, guys? I have graduation. But we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
You know? So, like I said, just around. And the way that just tonight, right? I was sitting on a table where all we talked about was business. All we talked about was starting companies, doing things in the entertainment, creating things. How do we help each other? I did my photo shoot today with, you know, this amazing photographer, Angel, which, oh my God, we've become really good friends, you know, and we're going to create great things with each other. But same thing, we had great conversations about, you know, creating stuff, him doing great stuff, which he's so talented. You know, I'm so proud of everything he's done. And, you know, and I'm just like, dude, keep going. Like, you know, the sky's the limit. And... You know,
there's no limit. There shouldn't be anything to hold you back. Because what did you say? He lives passing Bakersfield and he goes
somewhere
to LA?
Far. And this guy drives all the way from over there every day, or not every day, but every so often. You know,
just to go to LA.
To get to LA to polish his work as a photographer, cinematographer. He does music. You know, he does all these things.
So obviously, once you find your passion, like, you can't let anything hold you back.
Yeah, so that's inspiring, and that's the type of people I want around me, where nothing seems like an obstacle. No matter what, they're willing to go out there, hustle, be go-getters, you know, and sit in a table with me and, you know, others, and just, you know, talk about creating. Like, we're creatives. God has made us creatives, and I cannot stress that enough.
Everybody's creative.
Are creatives.
You just have to find what you're
by God's nature. We are the children of the biggest creator in this world, this universe, in all the universes. So what makes you think that you are not capable of creating great things, right? Like, we create humans. Like, what? You know, like, we create so many things in this world. And so with that, like, you know, hustling mindset is that, you know, I also write every morning, you know, my goals, what I know is already happening, I manifest it, you know. But I think hustling comes from, like I said, looking at my children and knowing that this is all for them. This is all for our family. This is something that, you know, is gonna be, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to give them everything. Just because we're making money doesn't mean that they're going to have it easy.
We are going to give them everything.
The tools, you mean?
No. We are going to give them everything, but they got to earn it.
Well, yeah, obviously. But what I meant to say, they're not going to be just, you know, lazy.
Well, everything we can, yeah.
Everything we can.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They have to earn it. They're obviously not going to be lazy. I mean, sometimes they think they're entitled to certain things, little shits, but...
Yeah. I mean, they're not. And
Eliana's gonna get whatever she wants.
Oh my God, of course. Of course, the princess. She goes shopping every other day. I mean, at this point, I know he's gonna take her behind my back to Target or to somewhere and get her stuff. Like, I already know. They're gonna go and then come back and, oh, Mom, we went shopping. Like, What? Your dad never went. And it's funny, right?
Father-daughter.
This is how you know that things are going south at one point. Eliana tries something on at the store. He's like, oh my God, you're so cute. I try a pair of glasses. Oh yeah, they're cute, babe. But he's not over here.
Don't be so... that's not at all how that goes.
And yes, it is in my eyes. It is.
Exactly in your eyes.
Well, point being, she's like, you know, but yeah, she will get everything she wants, and it's okay. I mean, God knew what he was doing.
It's just like I said. I mean, what kind of husband do you want her to find? What kind of
standards would you be giving her?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. It's okay.
The boys have to work hard to, you know, be able to provide for their wife, for their significant other. And my daughter, she's I'm gonna turn her so tough that she can do everything by herself, but still needs to give her own self-worth and not be able to like be impressed by any little.
She's already on her halfway there too.
These little.
She does not let anything get in her way, but yeah. So
high standards only.
High standards only. Yes.
That's why I don't like spank her or anything, because obviously I'm a teacher, not like what no man can put a hand on her shit.
No, of course. You know what I mean? You know? No, yeah, definitely. I agree in all of that, but yeah, like I think you guys
learned that from Steve Harvey. I already said that before, huh?
Yeah, you said it like 2 episodes ago.
I'm sorry, guys. Scratch that. Rewind.
But yeah, we are so happy that you guys joined us for this podcast. Yes, it was a very short one, but we promised ourselves, even if it was a short one, we were still gonna do it. Bring you guys something every Friday, even if it's some words of, what is it called? Of motivation, inspiration, affirmation, all the great things, because like we said,
phrase of affirmation. I am enough.
I am enough.
No, hold on. Everything in me. How does it go?
You're tired.
I am.
But yeah,
I don't even have my phone. Everything is already in me.
Yeah,
I am enough.
I am enough. And yeah, like we just want to make sure that you guys are inspired, like I said, to continue doing whatever you're doing. Like I said, our journey is our journey, but we just want you guys to remember that there's nothing impossible. Whatever you feel, your desire,
the word itself, it says I'm possible.
Yes, go for it. What is it? Believe it, envision it, and we promise you guys that God's gonna give it to you when the time is right. When he knows that it's right for you, everything will align and it will happen.
Just start manifesting. Be like, hey, it's my time, God.
Yes, it is, God.
I'm ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
So thank you guys. Now we're off to bed because it's graduation time tomorrow. We love you guys. And until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome. We'll be back with our lovely chaos.
Bye.
Bye.